Have you ever prayed for something with all your heart and gotten nothing but silence? You fast, you cry out, you believe with every fiber of your being, but heaven just feels quiet. And in those moments, you can't help but wonder, God, why are you blocking this? Did I do something wrong? Well, this is the story nobody tells about unanswered prayers. The story of a man who discovered that God's no was the biggest blessing he never expected. His name was Joshua, a young man full of passion and big dreams. What he wanted most was a specific job at a prestigious company. To him, it was perfect, a high salary, a great reputation, the kind of job that would change everything for his family. Joshua prayed about it every single day. He asked God to open the door. He explained all the reasons he needed it. He was absolutely convinced this job was the one. When he finally applied, he felt so confident. He could already imagine giving his parents the good news, finally stepping into the life he always dreamed of. But then the email came. Unfortunately, we have decided to move forward with another candidate. His heart sank, but he didn't give up. He applied again a few months later. Rejected again. He started praying harder, staying up late at night asking God, why? I'm not asking for something bad. I'm just trying to grow. Why won't you give it to me? Every time he mentioned the job, it felt like God was silent. Joshua grew frustrated, confused, and even angry. It felt unfair. It felt personal. It felt like his prayers were being blocked on purpose. One evening, exhausted from it all, he went to visit his wise uncle, a man who had walked with God through many storms. After listening to Joshua vent, his uncle simply asked, if God gave you everything you prayed for, would you still need him? Joshua didn't know how to answer. So the uncle told him a story. When I was your age, I begged God to marry a woman I thought was perfect. I prayed night and day, but every attempt failed. Years later, I found out she lived a life that would have destroyed mine. Some prayers are blocked because they're too small for the destiny God has planned. Those words stuck with Joshua, but the real answer came months later. One morning, he saw news spreading online. The same perfect company he had been begging God for had suddenly collapsed. There were major financial scandals, corruption at the highest level. Thousands of employees were left unpaid. Joshua stared at the screen in shock. If he had been accepted, he would have lost everything. That moment broke him, not because he lost the job, but because he finally understood. God wasn't ignoring his prayers. God was protecting him. He fell to his knees and whispered, Lord, thank you for the prayers you refused. After that day, Joshua started praying differently. Instead of give me this, he prayed, guide me to what you want. Instead of open this door, he prayed, lead me to the right one. Slowly, God began opening better doors, doors Joshua never imagined, doors that didn't just give him income, but purpose. Looking back, Joshua realized the unanswered prayer was the answered prayer. The blocked door was protection. The delay was preparation. The silence was direction. And the no was love. Because the truth is, God sees what we don't. He sees the traps disguised as opportunities. He sees the heartbreak hiding behind the things we think we want. So yes, God blocks some prayers. Not because he's punishing you, but because he's saving you for something better. And sometimes, the greatest miracle is not when God says yes, but when he gently says no. You may not understand it now, but one day, you will look back and thank him for the doors he closed.